Imagine this. It's a sweltering day in the middle of the Egyptian desert, where the sun beats down like a drum on your back and the sand seems to whisper secrets from ancient times. A team of archaeologists, armed with brushes, gloves, and a healthy dose of curiosity, is excavating what was once thought to be just another forgotten tomb. But then, something unexpected happens. They unearth a bundle wrapped in layers of brittle papyrus, its edges curled like the pages of a book that's been waiting for centuries to be read again. This isn't just any old scroll. It's a manuscript dating back over 5,000 years, and it's about to change everything we know about ancient Egypt. The moment the team unrolls the fragile parchment, they're met with an eerie silence, like the air itself is holding its breath. The script is unlike anything seen before, written in a language that seems both familiar and alien at the same time. It's not just the age of the manuscript that's shocking, it's the content. The text describes celestial events, advanced mathematical calculations, and even hints at a civilization far more sophisticated than previously believed. Scholars are scrambling to decipher the symbols, while historians are questioning everything they thought they knew about ancient Egypt. As word spreads about this incredible find, the world takes notice. News outlets are buzzing with speculation, and social media is flooded with theories ranging from ancient aliens to lost knowledge of the ancients. But what really makes this discovery so fascinating isn't just its age or its content. It's the way it challenges our understanding of human history. If a civilization existed 5,000 years ago that could predict the stars and perform complex calculations, where did they go? And why has no one heard of them before now? The answers might be hidden in the very lines of this ancient manuscript, waiting to be uncovered. The excitement surrounding the discovery is palpable. Scientists from around the globe are racing to study the manuscript, hoping to unlock its secrets and piece together a more accurate picture of early human civilization. Meanwhile, local communities are caught between pride and confusion. How could such an important artifact have been buried in their land for so long? The manuscript has become more than just a historical find. It's a symbol of mystery, a puzzle that continues to captivate the imagination of people everywhere. As researchers work tirelessly to decode the manuscript, one thing is clear. This discovery isn't just about ancient Egypt. It's about humanity itself, our ability to learn, adapt, and leave behind a legacy that can outlive us all. The manuscript serves as a reminder that history is full of surprises, and sometimes, the most important stories are the ones we've yet to uncover. So, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, how can a manuscript be over 5,000 years old? That's older than the pyramids. And you're not wrong. This ancient text is so old that it predates even the earliest known Egyptian dynasties by hundreds of years. Imagine holding something that has been around since before the first pharaohs ruled, and you'll start to grasp just how mind-blowing this discovery really is. It's like finding a diary from the time of dinosaurs, except instead of dinosaurs, we have ancient scribes. Experts who've studied the manuscript say it was created during a period in Egypt known as the pre-dynastic era, which is basically the time before the first official dynasties were established. This means that whoever wrote this text wasn't just scribbling down notes for a pharaoh. They were probably recording daily life, religious beliefs, or even some kind of early form of storytelling. Think about it. These people didn't have smartphones or social media to document their lives, so they had to rely on something more permanent, like ink and papyrus. Now, here's where things get really interesting. The manuscript wasn't just any old scroll. It was written in a script that experts say is one of the earliest known forms of Egyptian writing. This isn't just a simple list of names or dates. It contains symbols and characters that are still studied today to understand how ancient Egyptians communicated. It's like finding an early version of emojis, but instead of smiley faces, they had hieroglyphs that told stories about gods, people, and the world around them. But wait, how did they even make this manuscript last so long? Well, papyrus is a bit tricky to preserve over thousands of years. It's made from reeds, which can rot if not stored properly. So, how did this text survive for 5,000 years? Experts believe it was buried under layers of sand and soil, protecting it from the elements. It's like nature itself helped keep this ancient treasure safe until modern times. What makes this manuscript even more shocking is that it wasn't just a single document. It was part of a larger collection of texts that were discovered in an archaeological site. This means there could be many more secrets waiting to be uncovered, and we're only scratching the surface of what this ancient civilization knew. It's like finding a library full of books from 5,000 years ago, except instead of books, it's scrolls filled with wisdom, myths, and history. So, you're probably wondering, what exactly did this ancient Egyptian manuscript say? Well, Let's break it down because this isn't just some dusty old scroll with random doodles. The text is a treasure trove of symbols and illustrations that hint at knowledge way ahead of its time. Imagine if the Egyptians had their own version of a modern textbook, complete with diagrams and equations that would make even today's scientists scratch their heads in awe. The manuscript isn't just about pretty pictures. It's packed with intricate symbols that suggest an advanced understanding of mathematics. Think about how we use numbers today, and then picture the Egyptians using them to calculate everything from the dimensions of pyramids to the volume of grain stored in granaries. These symbols are like a secret code, but instead of being used for espionage, they were used to solve real-world problems with precision. Now, let's talk about astronomy, because if you thought the stars were just there for show, think again. The manuscript contains illustrations that point to an understanding of celestial movements far beyond what we previously believed. These ancient Egyptians weren't just stargazers. They were astronomers who mapped out the night sky with a level of accuracy that would make modern scientists jealous. It's like they had their own version of NASA, but without the rockets and all the drama. And then there's medicine, because if you thought ancient Egypt was all about mummies and pharaohs, think again. The manuscript includes detailed illustrations of human anatomy and treatments for various ailments. These weren't just random sketches. They were precise depictions that show an understanding of the body that rivals some modern medical texts. It's like they had their own version of a doctor's manual, complete with diagrams of organs and remedies made from plants and minerals. So, putting it all together, this manuscript isn't just a relic. It's a window into a civilization that was way more advanced than we ever gave them credit for. The symbols and illustrations are like a time capsule, revealing the intellectual prowess of ancient Egyptians in ways that still baffle us today. It's not just history, it's a mystery waiting to be solved. Imagine if the ancient Egyptians weren't just builders of pyramids and scribes of hieroglyphs, but also pioneers in a field that would make modern scientists blush. The newly discovered manuscript has scholars scrambling to revise their textbooks, because it seems these ancient folks had a grasp of science that rivals our own. They didn't just build the Great Pyramid. They might have calculated its angles with precision that even today's engineers would admire. This isn't just about bricks and mortar. It's about how they understood the world around them in ways we never thought possible. The manuscript, filled with intricate diagrams and what appear to be early mathematical formulas, is shaking up the academic community like a thunderclap on a calm day. Scholars are now debating whether these ancient Egyptians had knowledge of astronomy that could rival modern observatories. For instance, some researchers believe they might have used celestial alignments not just for religious purposes, but also as a way to track time and predict seasonal changes with astonishing accuracy. It's like finding out your great-grandparents were actually early data scientists, using the stars as their spreadsheet. But wait, this isn't just about science. It's about rewriting history itself. The manuscript suggests that ancient Egypt wasn't just a civilization of pharaohs and priests, but also one of thinkers and innovators. They might have had advanced knowledge in medicine, engineering, and even chemistry long before these fields were formally recognized. Think about the medical texts they left behind. Some of them describe procedures that are still used today. It's like discovering that your ancestors were actually early doctors who knew more than you ever thought possible. What's really fascinating is how this manuscript challenges our assumptions about the timeline of human progress. For centuries, we've believed that scientific advancements came in waves, with each era building on the last. But now, it seems like ancient Egypt might have been a key player in an earlier wave of innovation. This could mean that many of the technologies and ideas we take for granted today actually have roots in this ancient civilization. It's as if history is rewriting itself, and we're all just catching up to what was already known thousands of years ago. Of course, not everyone is convinced yet. Some scholars are still skeptical, arguing that there's more to the story than meets the eye. But with each new discovery, the evidence keeps piling up. The manuscript isn't just a curiosity, it's a game changer. It forces us to ask questions about what we've been taught and how much of our history has been overlooked or misunderstood. After all, if ancient Egyptians could achieve so much without modern tools, what else might they have known that we're still trying to figure out? Imagine stepping back in time to a world where gods walked among mortals and every day was filled with rituals that shaped the very fabric of society. This ancient Egyptian manuscript, dating back over 5,000 years, is like a time machine that lets us peek into the daily lives of people who lived long before our modern world. It's not just a collection of words on papyrus, it's a window into their beliefs, routines, and how they interacted with each other. From morning prayers to evening feasts, this manuscript paints a vivid picture of what life was like in ancient Egypt. One of the most fascinating aspects of this manuscript is its insight into religious practices. The Egyptians believed that the gods were not just distant figures, but active participants in their lives. They worshipped deities like Ra, the sun god, and Osiris, the god of the afterlife, with elaborate ceremonies and offerings. This manuscript reveals how these beliefs influenced everything from architecture to art, showing that religion was deeply intertwined with daily existence. It's as if every stone built or every painting created had a spiritual purpose. Beyond religion, this manuscript also sheds light on the social structures of ancient Egypt. The society was highly stratified, with pharaohs at the top and commoners at the bottom. However, the text provides glimpses into how people from different classes interacted and supported one another. It shows that while there were strict hierarchies, there was also a sense of community and shared responsibility. For instance, it describes how farmers worked together to cultivate the land, and how artisans collaborated to create intricate works of art. This manuscript helps us understand that ancient Egypt wasn't just about power and wealth, it was also about cooperation and mutual respect. What makes this manuscript even more remarkable is its ability to humanize the people who lived in ancient Egypt. It's not just about grand temples or monumental pyramids. It's about the everyday struggles and triumphs of ordinary individuals. The text describes how families celebrated festivals, how children were taught their duties, and how love and loss shaped personal relationships. These details remind us that, despite the vastness of time, the emotions and experiences of these people are not so different from our own. It's a powerful reminder that history is not just about the past. It's about understanding the human experience across centuries. In essence, this manuscript is more than an artifact. It's a treasure trove of cultural insights that enriches our understanding of ancient Egypt. It allows us to connect with a civilization that once thrived in ways we can scarcely imagine. By studying these texts, we gain not only knowledge about the past, but also a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human culture. So next time you look at an ancient artifact, remember that it's more than just history. It's a story waiting to be told.